3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
That's the reason we benefit. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw is RG3. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Quick slant there gets him the first down. 6 yards on the play. Griffin. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Darrell Taylor in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
2nd down.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Griffin. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he almost picked him. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Second and 10 now. Griffin.
Oh, going for Jefferson.
He's got a man. Complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 42 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Cook on the toss left. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
4 yards the pickup, first down. And he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 44 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught by Howard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead.
Good.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Brett Maher is set to kick.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitz...
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Wow. Antonio Brown. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. J.J. Nelson now to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Cook getting the call there on first down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On third down, Griffin. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
And out. Britton Colquitt in punt formation for the Vikings.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's taken it around the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. On first down, Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
The ball carrier.
Shamar Stephen there on the tackle.
The 39-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
7 yards there and a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 12 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And it's third down.
Yards to go.
Here's Griffin. Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Nelson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
brings up 2nd and 2.
They run, Cook, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Griffin. And he finds Cook. And he will have a Vikings 1st down by a as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. From midfield now, here's Griffin.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
Griffin's pass.
A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
40 seconds to Mike. 40 seconds.
They'll run with Cook. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Griffin to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Buccaneers.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Griffin. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And it's 3rd down.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going up. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scotty Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And And this offense continues to pour it on. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action. Griffin. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. Devin White in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and 15.
Third and long. It's Griffin. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 18, pioneer.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. A nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Jones running on 1st down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39.
At the 39-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, come on, now. Kill.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
They'll set up a throw. He'll buy some time right. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Buccaneers 42.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
Number 30.
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On 2nd and 9, Griffin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Darrell Taylor able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Third.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And this one is incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and now it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. unable to connect in that attempt.
And he finds Howard complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Vikings, nothing.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Buccaneers 49.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again, so another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
You can't block me. You can't. Hawk 70, trap 60, trap 60.
To throw is RG3. Flushed out right. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Handoff to Dalvin Cook.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Griffin. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
They're going on fourth down. It's Griffin. He's going to float this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over first and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Dayon Buchanan. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's caught by Howard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll look to throw here. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
Ball carrier.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Jones with a 1st down carry, and he's going to wind up losing a couple as he's stopped behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.